Cool. Can I ask this real quick?
Go ahead.
You fuck with Thugger? You want trap at all? Do you fuck with trap music?
Really
not at all. Not at all.
No,
okay,
go
ahead.
really.
No, different strokes for different folks.
Just context. Just context.
Yeah.
No judgment. Just context.
So like you build this case for hip hop being this power for either change or dismantling.
Right.
What makes you? What created your belief into thinking that it is hip hop's responsibility to be a power for change or this power for destruction?
Right. I think what it is it's performance. Like I've performed thousands of times. I've been performing since I was. I started, my first performance was like senior year of high school or whatever. Feel it. You feel like they really know what they're talking about and it inspires you to do something. So I just think that it's very powerful just because of, like I said, from my performances and from what people have said and then what we have seen in the world. I mean, and the fact that we can bring it all the way back to Tupac and just how inspirational he was. And man, I don't even want to get into that stupid ass.
So to all you poets, if you're reading off the page, it don't count. You should get disqualified in a slam. Facts. Deadass.
And it's interesting because that is the origins of hip hop. One of the brilliant things I've always appreciated about hip hop is the communal aspect of it. It came from community. It builds community. And even on this national level, even with these kids now, I'm listening to Yachty and such, that's still building a better racial community in this country. It's still adding to that conversation.
It's culture.
It's still influencing these kids in a positive way.
Right.
It may be, again, and you mentioned it in this piece, reinforcing negative stereotypes. But again, the indictment's there. What stereotypes do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? Be what you want to see, and that's the way it goes.
Every culture has its own little problematic trappings.
Right.
And it's up to the next generation to help fix that.
Absolutely.
At one point in America, it was okay to have slaves.
I wrote this piece that one sitting was I was thinking of the letters of Willie Lynch. That's basically the same thing that's happening with hip hop. It's because his letters was called The Making of a Slave. So to me, it was 1712, The Making of a Culture. They're basically deciding what the culture should be and how to control this culture, because if you remember, if we know back when we were younger, they wanted to ban hip hop. They did not. They were not feeling hip hop just because of the voice and because of freedom of speech and all that stuff. And then, but something happened. That's what made me write this piece. Something happened. I was thinking about it. What happened? Something flipped. A switch flipped, and they said, you know what? No. Don't ban it.
Though, G.
Don't ban it. Flip it. Use it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the same thing Willie Lynch did.
Sell it.
Yeah, and that's the same thing Willie Lynch did. He said, no. Don't beat them.
Yeah.
Flip it. He said, you know what I'm saying? Make them think this. Make them break them down.
Word.
Make them work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's that's what made me think of it. So that's kind of where that was leading to. So I was thinking in my mind.
Y'all watch the Pink Clique on YouTube, so y'all know what to do.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, ride, survive.
Thank y'all.
Love y'all.